This final video is to help you describe and defend a teaching strategy that will support your students' moral development for your standards-based lesson plan. And moral development is not taught in the classroom as a formal lesson, but it really represents the rules and social interaction that make up the lesson, the things that you don't really see. And really what we're talking about in morality is a child's sense of fairness. And depending on their age, you'll get different answers of what fairness is. So just like cognitive development, moral development grows and changes as a child gets older. So we want to know whether or not your teaching strategy in your standards-based lesson plan will support your students' particular sense of fairness. So look at your lesson plan and your instructional activity, and if you don't have something that supports a sense of fairness, then you'll need to add something in or expand it if it's not detailed enough, and this will make it a better lesson. So our author for our example says in step number 3, moral development is supported when the students read together in a group in the language they feel most comfortable with the addition of students saying something encouraging to each other after they share as a sense of fairness. So we want to make sure that we can defend that teaching strategy. So just like in all the other teaching strategies we've been working with, please consider some things while you're thinking about this. So for morality, how does it help young people develop something called the theory of mind if they're young, or how does it help their perspective-taking ability or their empathy? How does your lesson help students with moral reasoning or distributive justice? Here's a very important thing you should think about. How does it involve Kohlberg's theory of morality, which is a main theoretical perspective of morality, or Gilligan's morality of caring, which is an alternative theoretical perspective of morality to Kohlberg's? I need you to concentrate on those two because those are major theories. And also, how does it help them make positive and moral choices, especially in the decision not to cheat in class? So read through the text resources and web resources to get a better understanding of morality. And then defend your answer. And the author chose Gilligan as a way to defend their answer. Again, nothing is right or wrong, it's just how well you can support what your opinion is through well-researched, and then communicate your answers for step 1 and 2 electronically like you've been doing, and then if you can, make something multimedia by using YouTube or PowerPoint. So for example, in step 3, maybe you could have used a series of moral dilemmas that you found in the text that showed how your students might respond to the idea of fairness, or a short video of a student who discusses what rules they considered in the classroom as fair. Then you'll want to add it to your lesson plan as the final strategy for development. So you have, for the development aspect of your lesson plan, you have, we'll go down, the brain, language, cognitive and Piaget, cognitive and Vygotsky, physical, social, and now moral. And again, anything new you add in, you need to add it to your original lesson plan. So the lesson plan keeps growing and growing, and you'll notice that everywhere it's underlined, that's been an addition. So we've done a really good job looking at our strategies and really building up our lesson plan. And now it's time to turn it in. So after completing this portion, click on to La Lima Assignments, click on Teaching Strategies Development, and go ahead and submit it, and you'll be done with this portion. Remember, I'll give you some feedback on this, and you can improve it if it's not quite there, especially if you've not done a really good job of connecting it to the resources in the text and web, and I'll ask you to expand that so you can demonstrate your knowledge about that information. So great, let's move on to learning strategies of learning theories.